I'm sitting in my car. My car is a 1947 Packard. I got a current car. I drive that one, but I love the Packard. I love the Packard because it was built to run, built to last. You could hit this car with 200 small Japanese cars and they would be demolished into ashes. When I go past a grade school, little kids have no idea what this car is. They have no idea it was made in 1947. They don't even know there was a year called 1947, but they see this car go by and they give me that. And that means they recognize something that is forever, like the pyramids. Now I want to talk to you about a couple of things that I think are important for you to try and remember, things that you can help preserve the past with. And I do this so that you will not be ignorant, and you will not be stupid, and you will not be uneducated. Now the first is the idea of the great bookstores. Almost all the independent bookstores are being driven out of business by these huge megalithic bookstores, the Borders and the Walden Books and the Barnes and Nobles, 565 million square feet, push out the mom and pop stores. When they do that, it means that they cut out all of the potential for finding books that you can't get at those big bookstores. Yeah, you can find Danielle Steele, you can find Stephen King, you can find Tom Clancy, but you're not going to be able to find Gerald Kirsch. You're not going to be able to find Zoe Oldenburg. You're not going to be able to find Cecilia Holland. What you got to do is remember that, yeah, you're going to be able to save a few bucks if you go to one of the big bookstores, but you're driving the mom and pop stores out of business. The same for Blockbuster. Those hideous blue and yellow, what are they, blue and yellow stores that crop up like a giant pimple on the landscape. When they drive the little neighborhood video stores out of business, it means you're not going to be able to get all the underground films that you should be seeing, all of the small films. Hell, they don't even carry NC-17 films. So I'm talking to you about not necessarily patronizing the big stores. Now, if you recall, a couple of commentaries ago, I talked to you about the golden age of comics. This is a set of cards that Comic Images was going to be bringing out. Well, they brought them out. This is just a little sample of them. And each one of them is a cover of an old comic book with wonderful commentary on the back by Ron Goulart, the great historian of comic books. And this is a way to preserve the past. This is a way, in modern terms, to save that which is good from before. Now, I was talking to you about bookstores. Here's a book that will never be sold in a Barnes & Noble. This is one of the Charnel House books. You see this? This is denim. He did the books in denim. And who is he? He is Joe Stefko. Joe Stefko is, even to this day, the drummer for the Turtles, the rock group the Turtles. But Joe, in his spare time, he's a publisher. He does Charnel House books. He only does maybe one book a year, but he produces them with such incredible loving care. And these are wonderful, beautiful books that are built to last, just like this car. Joe has got two books left that you really ought to get. One of them is a Dean Koontz book called Beast Child. And Beast Child sells for 150 bucks. There's only 750 copies of them. There's only a few left. And it's got an introduction by Dean, and it's exquisitely printed on Mohawk vellum, end sheets of Fabriano Ingres, slip-cased in iris cloth. It's 150 bucks. Now, not all of you can afford it. He brought it out in 1992. There's a few left. And the other one is the new Tim Powers book, Where They Are Hid, which is a wonderful little original, never-before printed story by Tim Powers. For the most part, you got to know that these things existed. You got to know that they happened. Because if you think the world is nothing but fast food and the kind of stuff that you see on the newsstands now, you should be told that there was a lot that went before. And as Santana said, those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it.